All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another live. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So you guys, this video is not going to be too long. I'm pretty sure maybe you guys have noticed, but if you have not, it seems like YouTube has been cutting my lives short, so hopefully not. But if this is you guys' first time watching me, my name is Joy and I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists since 2006, and since 2017, I have been helping former victims, now survivors, heal, move on, and recover after dealing with narcissistic abuse. So, did want to say thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for all the likes, shares, subscriptions. Make sure that you guys following me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I do still have my Twitter. I just haven't logged into Twitter in a long time, but make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. And as usual, if you guys need to get in contact with me in any way that I can support you, please feel free to visit my website, and all that good stuff. So yes, thank you guys always for your support. I appreciate you. So, as you can see, so we have a topic here, and I have some other topics I want to talk to you guys about, and we're going to be doing more videos on it. But like I said, hopefully this live plays the whole way through. We'll see what YouTube does. Fingers crossed. um, let's see what we got here. Okay, so because I know the videos play the whole way through. For some reason, it's just a live. So maybe that's something to just keep in mind for future reference here. Okay, so all right, so it says why the narcissist will try to contact you in your dream state. So I know that's interesting. I know you're probably like, "Well, Joy, what are you talking about?" And then also when the narcissist can't control you anymore. So definitely two big topics. So you guys know whoever the narcissist is in your life. You know how a narcissist is very manipulative. They're controlling. They're toxic. They're unhealthy. They don't take accountability for their actions. They don't love. They are selfish and they're self-absorbed, and you know, they're very much miserable for the most part. Long story short, they're very jealous, they're envious, they're always in competition, and always looking for attention, right? So, I mean, and everybody likes attention, but when it comes to a narcissist, the attention has to be on them 24/7. Like they need excessive attention. So that's just a little kind of unnormal, right? Now, as far as when they're trying to contact you in your dream state is interesting because you guys know, especially if you are in no contact with a narcissist, you understand maybe they may be trying to contact you, whether if it's on your phone, email, letters. Some of them will write letters to you. Some of them will try to reach out to you through a third party. So whether if you have, mutual associates, mutual friends, or mutual family members, the narcissist will try to, either they'll do the smear campaign, or they'll play the victim role, or they'll play the sympathy card, and they'll get people rallied up, and they'll try to either smear you or try to control you in some way, or try to bully you or harass you, or whatever the case is, or and try to intimidate you and things like that. And so, or they'll try to strong handle you into doing something that they want you to do for their own selfish gain, right? Excuse me. And then there was actually something else I did want to talk about too. I just want to make sure that I don't forget this. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me see something. Okay. So, hold on. Let me see. So this is something that actually someone sent to me and actually gave me an idea for a topic. But anyways, you guys. So yeah, as far as the narcissist contacting in your dream state. So this is something that can happen. So like I said, if you're in no contact with the narcissist, maybe you're trying to move on from them. You're trying to like live your life. You want nothing to do with this narcissist, and the narcissist doesn't want that for you, right? They don't want you to be free. They don't want you to be peaceful. They want you to be caught up in the drama. They want to hold grudges. They want to be bitter. They want to be angry, right? And they want you to feel the same way, because the narcissist feels like, if you were their supply, they feel like you're an extension of them. And so however they feel you should feel the same way, right? And so there's a lot of detachment that needs to occur, and just really distancing yourself from that individual, or anybody affiliated with the narcissist. Now, it's crazy, that really brought me back memories of the individual that I dealt with the narcissist back in 2010, and the individual that I think the narcissist had been talking to at the time was an associate. And what's funny is the narcissist did get us in contact with each other. But what's crazy is, I will never forget, I want to say this was the summer of 2013 or 2012, one of those years. But long story short, she told me, and who knows what the narcissist did to her, what happened. She never told me to this day. But she said to me, she was like, Joy, if you have anything to do with the narcissist, she was like, I cannot talk to you. I don't want to have anything to do with you. And she told me that it was nothing that I did in particular. She just said that something had happened between her and the narcissist, and she did not want to talk to me anymore if I had affiliations with the narcissist. And this was before I knew that the individual was a narc. I didn't know, right? Like a lot of you did not know, right? And then, but yeah, she told me that. And at first I was thinking like, well, what are you talking about? Like, I mean, of course, a lot of times when you're dealing with the narcissist, you may be under a spell, or you could be hypnotized, hypnosis and stuff like that, or you could just be living in a fantasy, right? Because remember, the narcissist treats everybody differently. So everybody has different experiences until the mask comes off, right? So at that point in time, I had been treated differently. There was still going on, but it wasn't as severe as, this individual had experienced by the narcissist. And so, she basically did that, and I never heard from her ever since. And I remember her telling me, she's like, Joy, I know you're a good person. She was like, just, be careful. And it was crazy because prior to whatever happened, she was like, yeah, Joy, you can trust the narcissist and this and this and that. She was like, yeah, you're doing great, blah, blah, blah. And we had did it like a little collaboration project. So, I was cool with her. But, whatever happened with her and the narcissist, it happened, And so, but long story short, I didn't hear from her. And what's crazy is that the narcissist ended up bringing that individual up in a conversation. And he basically would say, oh, that person is crazy. That person can't get over me. And, this and this and that. And it's just like, I don't know. It sounds like that was projection. So things like that do happen. But yeah, that's very interesting. So be careful, because people could try to warn you about, a narcissist, and you may not want to believe it. You may have different experiences, which, that's the tactic of a narcissist. They don't treat everybody the same, especially if they want something from you, or they're trying to get something, or they're trying to control you or manipulate you or a situation for their own personal gain, for their own benefit. They're going to treat you a different way than a person that they deem as their enemy, or somebody that they're jealous of, or someone that they're trying to get rid of, or they feel like is in their way, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? So there's going to be different types of treatment that you can experience, so just be aware of that. Give me 1 second here, you guys. Let me see. Okay. But yeah, just be aware of that. And, you might want to take heed, if someone's trying to warn you about the narcissist. I know, honestly, I wish that I did back in that time. Just saying. But, it is what it is. Not everybody is, against you, right? So that's some of the biggest things that I had to learn. Sometimes people are really just trying to help you out, and there's always stuff for us to learn. You never know anything, and I'm the first one to say I don't know everything. So I don't want you guys to ever feel like, oh, because I actually heard my mom say this, and my mom was saying something like, oh, you think you know everything. She wasn't saying that to me. She was just saying that in generally speaking. And I'm the first one. I'm like, yeah, I don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. I'm still learning. I'm a student. You get what I'm saying? So I have just know what I've been through. Regarding dealing with a narcissist, I just have the experience. I have the life experience of living with these individuals and being around them. So I mean, that's the experience that I have, so that I only know what I experience. You get me? So that's the only thing that I could do is share with you guys what I've been through. So but yeah, so as far as yeah, keep in mind that they definitely will try to contact you in your dream state. So basically, how this is gonna happen is, so if a narcissist is the type of individual that is maybe into spirituality, or if they are into some form of what would you say, like new age sort of spirituality practices, then a lot of times, they may do magic, or they may do black magic, or they may do rituals, and things of that nature. And so they may try to pay someone to do certain things, to manipulate a situation, and where they could actually show up in your dream state to control you, to make it seem like it's something that it's not. So, be careful of that. And I guess if you are experiencing maybe a narcissist trying to contact you in your dream state, I would just say, just continue to stay no contact. Just understand that it's a dream, and that maybe a narcissist could be trying to do spells on you, or black magic, or some sort of rituals maybe that they're doing, because they're evil anyway. So what do you expect from an evil person? Evil. So, it's like, unfortunately, that's kind of to be expected at that point. So um what else? Let me see here. And by the way, you guys, I've really been enjoying this far. It's pretty good. And hopefully that's not the reason why my life got cut short because of this book here. So hopefully not. But yeah. And so what else? So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. Let me take a look here. But yes, just be mindful. And honestly, I think I did make a video about the dream state. Let me see something here. I want to say, yeah, it was actually 3 months ago. It was titled, and I'll link it below. It was says, "Does the narcissist use astral travel and projection to control you?" Dream hoovers, and things like that. So yeah, so just be careful. Sometimes a narcissist can actually astral travel, if they have those sorts of those skills. A lot of them will do that, especially if they're desperate, mainly if they're not getting any attention, or they feel rejected or something, or they feel unimportant, or they feel like maybe they're not getting their way in a situation. So a lot of them will go that desperate route, and do that. So just be mindful of that. And as I always say, just protect your dream state. You can just say a prayer before going to bed, and stuff like that, to help with any, whether it's like spiritual attacks or dream state attacks, or physical things that could come upon whatever the narcissist is thinking. Who knows? But they're very devious, so it is what it is. So it's, unfortunately, that's to be expected, right? So let's take a look and see what we got here. Let's see. Okay, so regarding this, let's see here. But yeah, just be mindful. Those are some tactics that the narcissist will use, especially again if they feel like they can't control you, or they can't manipulate a situation. They'll definitely do those sort of desperate measures. Okay. And then also another thing too, and I'll make another video on this because I don't know how long this video is going to be, but the narcissist will try to get other people involved when it comes to maybe controlling you, or manipulating you, or trying to you know uh control a situation to get it to go in their favor. So again, they'll try to team up with other people, or they'll lie, and they'll so not only will they lie on you, they'll lie to other people. And they'll, like I said, they'll use the sympathy card, or they'll smear you, or they'll just make up something, and then that person would believe them. I mean, it's kind of sad, but some people will believe lies. It's Unfortunately, it's the world that we live in. Some people are easily manipulated. Some people are easily influenced. So you just want to make sure that you're a person that you're not easily manipulated, you're not easily influenced, that you have your own mind, and that you can think for yourself, and you can actually assess a situation, and look at the story, look at both sides. Especially, like, for instance, if a narcissist is coming to you and they're like, hey, this person did this person did that, yeah, da 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 da, and it's like, okay, you hear that side, maybe you should ask the other person what it is. You get what I'm saying? Instead of just believing that person, because they could be lying about it. You get what I'm saying? And so that's how a lot of times people get themselves in trouble when they listen to one side of a situation. So it's best to be fair, and be in the middle and not take sides. You get what I'm saying? And don't involve yourself in that type of stuff anyways. It's like nobody wants to be a part of drama. You get me? So and if you do, then that just shows you like who you are. So it is what it is. It's no judgment, right? But yeah. And let me see what else here. But yeah, the dream state manipulation, that is, it's quite common. Like I said, it's very common, and that the narcissist will do this. Let me see here. Uh, let's see. Yeah, it says here, excuse me, you guys. Yeah, you can Google it. It says dream state manipulation, specifically lucid dreaming, involves aware that you are dreaming while asleep, allowing you to control or influence the dream's content. Techniques include, what is this? Mimetic induction of lucid dreams, dream journaling, reality checks. Um, this is interesting. Let me see. But yeah, just more on, again, when the narcissist feels like they cannot control you, then yeah, they will just do the most. And it's just, at that point, it hopefully that's a sign for you to be like, okay, yeah, this is not right. You get what I'm saying? So you just want to be careful about that. And then just recognize it for what it is, like, it's never that serious, when it comes to a situation. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Yeah, this is going to be for another topic here, actually. So the person was saying, they said, so yeah, sometimes, so a narcissist will commit fraud and extortion against you. So yeah, it's very true. So sometimes if a narcissist lies on you, that's, it's a lie is a lie. A lie is a sin, and being a liar is punishable, right? You can be punished for being a liar, right? So let me see something here. Excuse me, you guys. Yeah, it says fraud is intentionally deceptive conduct to gain an unlawful advantage, while extortion involves unlawfully obtaining money or property through intimidation or threats. Wow, okay. No, we're definitely going to go over that in another topic, though, if YouTube allows. I don't know what YouTube is going to do here. But that's all I want to talk about today, you guys. Make sure that you do give this video a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. We're not going to make this too long. Let's see what YouTube does here. But hopefully you learned something. Just be mindful of your dream state and continue to go no contact with the narcissist, even in your dream state, because they'll definitely try to do it, in the 3D, in your reality. But just, it's As long as you just make sure you stay no contact even in your dream state, you know, that would be good, because the more you're in no contact with the narcissist, the more happier you'll be, the more peace you'll have, the more energy you'll have, and you know, less stress and less worries, right? So anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Until the next time.